Communities across the South Shore are making sure that the next generation is educated in the areas of science, technology, engineering, and math. Brennan Middle School recently hosted the annual meeting of the Southeastern Mass STEM Network. There, businesses, schools, and other organizations from across the area presented exhibits on how they are working to promote STEM initiatives. In addition, community leaders, including Congressman Joe Kennedy, led a panel on strategies for promoting STEM. DoubleACS spoke with Dr. Kathleen Kirby about the event.
I'm Kathleen Kirby. I'm the Executive Director of the Connect Partnership, which is a consortium of 5 public higher ed institutions in southeastern Massachusetts. We also administer the Southeastern Mass STEM Network, which is a much broader coalition of organizations and schools and businesses and community leaders who are all committed to advancing STEM achievement and excellence for our students. STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, and math, and we know that we need a lot more young people going into those fields, going into those majors, in order to fill the careers that are coming tomorrow. This was the annual meeting of the Southeastern Mass STEM Network. We're 2,300 members strong. We draw people from all different areas, from businesses, from education, from higher ed. We like to bring all the stakeholders together at least once a year to talk about what the issues are, what the resources that are needed, so that educators and the other stakeholders who are committed to advancing STEM can really have what they need to advance the STEM programming in their schools. So we bring people together. We had Congressman Joe Kennedy here to talk about what's happening from the federal government perspective. We had Commissioner Mitchell Chester, who is the Commissioner of the Department of Elementary and Secondary Education, and he came to talk to us about what the state education department is putting into place to make sure that more students are graduating with career readiness in STEM fields. And then we also brought some representatives from our employers, Accurounds and Avon, which is a precision machining company, and we asked them to talk about what they see as the workforce needs, what they're looking for in employees, and what they see as the levels of education that people need to really succeed in the STEM fields. And so right now, people are discussing at their tables. We're interested in hearing what they see, what they feel to be needs in their communities and in their schools that the Southeastern Mass STEM Network can then potentially, hopefully, help them to get those resources that they need. The Southeastern Mass STEM Network really tries to promote and support what we call community STEM education teams. And so we really promote for the schools and the libraries and the after-school programs and everyone to work together to see what they can do when they bring all those different perspectives to bear. And so we've got some really terrific examples of that. I noticed that there's right here standing in front of me is Brennan Middle School has a solar-powered car competition. So they competed at MIT with, I think, about 50 other teams from across the state. And a team of girls from Brennan Middle School placed first in one category, and a team of boys placed first in a different category. So these are some of the things that are going on in our schools that are just really terrific. We want people to get excited and to see, what other schools are doing, what other communities are doing, so that they can bring that back home to their schools and communities. American competitiveness and the American leadership in the world was really established in the 50s and 60s following World War II, and the really important emphasis that was placed then in education on science and engineering and establishing American excellence and leadership throughout the world in those kinds of technology fields. And over the course of the decades, we've kind of, lost some of that leadership, and we're really seeing now that for American innovation, for competitiveness of our workforce, for our businesses, and to solve the problems in the world, we're going to need more students, more young people who really understand technology, who can really put into practice the skills that they learn, the problem-solving skills that they learn through studying the STEM fields. And so that's really why it's very important for us to get more students interested in STEM and get them to the point where they can do well so that they can go into those careers. We really encourage you to come onto our site, sign up for our newsletter so you know about upcoming events, and learn about all the different opportunities and events that we organize throughout the year.